we've been part of our local builders exchange for since we first started as a company back in 1960. We've been a part of this for a long time. And like most builders exchanges, we used it for the same purpose that a lot of people use them, which is for shared trainings, networking, awards, that stuff. Like that's the kind of, purpose for the builders exchange. They also have a safety council that they work alongside with the, BWC. And, we show up to those once a month breakfast safety councils, and they have somebody come up and speak. And, but we've never used the Builders Exchange or leveraged them beyond that, So they had me come out and speak for their safety council back at the end of 2022. And I did a 45-minute talk on suicide prevention. I told my story, and the response from this thing, like just people lined up wanting to talk and like share their story. And that was the first time I put myself out there, like, and really represented what we built at Mid-City and put it out on a platform. And afterwards, I was just like, man, if that was the response that we got from just that opportunity, we need to do more with this. Like the BX, the Builders Exchange, man, we need to befriend them. We need to really leverage our membership with them as a way of connecting what we've built here at Mid-City to 600 other companies. Like really, it's Central Ohio Builders Exchange is really well represented by a lot of companies. So I just got to know their safety education director, who was over the safety council, but also did all of their curriculum for what they offer for safety. And his name's Ashton Chapman. He and I became and are very close friends now. And we started spitballing this idea. What if we started doing something like every time you put well-being out there, people eat it up? Like, obviously there's a demand here. So why don't we go and offer it? Why don't we meet the demand and go and start something that's just focused on construction and well-being? Not let it just be the talk for Mental Health Month or the talk for Suicide Prevention Month, but to actually make this a year throughout the year. This is something we talk about. This is something we focus on. Our statistics demand that we do something like this. We need to do something. So we just kind of threw this idea out there to the leadership of the Builders Exchange. We'd like to start a group that's just focused on creating a platform for construction leadership and the well-being professionals and experts. So we did some think tanking on it. We came up with a name. We call it Blueprints for Wellbeing. And we started off with the idea of let's meet 4 times a year, advertise it to members of the Builders Exchange. It's free for BX members. It's a small fee for people outside of the BX. But really, we go and we develop content every quarter. The first quarter was just on suicide and overdose. And we bring in local providers to come speak and present in front of construction leadership. So for that first one in January, we had Alcohol, Drug, and Mental Health Board of Franklin County, which is the county we're in, Adam H. They are one of the main local providers and local well-being professionals, basically. And we had them come in and present. Their vice president came in. And out of that meeting, we had close to 60 companies come in and represent. 11 of those companies then had her come in and present at their company for their leadership. And it was a case in point. It was a proof of concept for us. We wanted to create a platform, an almost TED Talk style platform for local well-being providers to sit in front of construction industry leadership to hear from the people who can impact our statistics and what's happening with suicide and overdose and get them connected and give them a chance to mingle. And that was out of the gate. We saw this thing can work. So that was January. Then we did a whole topic on EAP utilization. We had Cal come out and speak on the opioid crisis, because that's a big platform for him right now, is talking about the opioid crisis. So he came in and spoke. We had over 80 folks there for that one. And Cal, out of his presentation, pointed to local providers who could provide Narcan for job sites. We had one of them bring 300 doses of Narcan to this event, and all of the companies there claimed all 300 doses of Narcan to go back to their job sites. And even better than that, they now know who they can get free Narcan from if they run out. So to us, this was proof of concept this year that this can be huge. So Blueprints for Wellbeing currently still sits under the Builders Exchange. It's what's been kind of growing and developing culture here in Central Ohio. But I think it has the potential of being in a program that can get out there and go further. I think it works. You put construction industry leadership who cares and wants to do well by people, and the well-being experts who may or may not have that inward path to get over to construction. You're creating that platform for them to mingle and get to know each other. That's where we're at right now, trying to develop that, grow that out, and see where it goes.